Hi everyone, I'm Tanvir, the founder of Bsynergetic, and we're here today with.
Hi, my name's Saad, and I'm the co-founder of Bsynergetic.
So today we're going to be talking about how you can build your network and network to help further your career. Um, we're going to briefly go over first the introduction on who we are, what networking is, how has networking helped us, why we think it's so important, as well as effective networking strategies, and finally just round off on how BSyn can help you to network.
So just to give you a brief introduction about Bsynergetic, we will be going through this a little bit more detail at the end. But just to cover it off, we're an online free platform for students and graduates in the UK. What we aim to do is provide a social aspect to networking in an online platform, but provide many resources such as a job board, free CV check, resources, and courses all in one area where people can access it, contact people, contact mentors, and interact with each other in a holistic way. I'll let Tanvir introduce himself personally, and then I'll go for it.
I'm Tanvir, like I was saying, I'm the founder of Bsynergetic. While I was at university, I studied law. Um, Outside of Bsynergetic, I am a school governor at a high school, as well as a bit of a car geek, I guess.
So my name's Saad. I am the co-founder of Bsynergetic. I'm currently an investment associate. I work at Brooks Macdonald, and I graduated from university in economics. And probably not shouldn't be telling many people, but I am a big Arsenal fan as well.
So yeah, like we were saying, Bsynergetic, we sort of once you've signed into our platform, it's completely free to sign up. We will connect you to mentors, other students that might have similar interests to you. We've got groups and things like that. One thing we do have going right now is if you scan the QR code and sign up, we have like a free CV check. So we've partnered with an amazing CV company, and they're offering free CV checks and free CV reviews to all of our members.
Yeah, so just scan the QR code and definitely check it out. So what is networking? As you can see, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So networking is the exchange of information and ideas among people with a common profession or special interest, usually in an informal social setting. So most people find that networking can be hard because you have to go out there, meet new people, introduce yourself to new people, and they don't realize that it doesn't mean that it always has to be in a professional environment. It can be done in social settings. You're out with your friends, you're out with colleagues. You don't know who you're going to meet. And it's always good to know who you're speaking to and find out what they do. What that means is it will allow you to not only find new people with interests similar to you, but find people who might not have similar interests to you, but may be able to guide you to new opportunities, new interests. And that's just in your own personal life. Within your career, you can meet people that will help you find different job opportunities, introduce you to different types of jobs, introduce you to different types of people. So it's definitely, networking is a very broad term, but just trying to understand it's just the aspect of meeting people, introducing yourself, finding out who they are, and finding a relationship and where you can grow as a person, not just personally, but also through your career.
And I really like to highlight on the informal social side of things. So before Beauty and Jake, me and Saad, we didn't know each other at all. We were introduced by a mutual friend who thought we had similar ideas and we both wanted the same, I guess, things. And from there, we sort of met. We spoke about Beauty and Jake, and after a few years, we're here now with a sort of fully functioning company, I guess. So yeah, it can be incredibly informal. So it's just really looking at where you want to be, I guess, in that corny question that we always get, where do you want to be in 5 years? Really think about where you want to be and kind of pinpoint who can help you get there, right?
No. So how has networking helped us? So as you can see, me and Tanvir met, we created this company. And yeah, again, we did not know each other before we created this. It was all through a mutual friend. And look where we are a few years later. So yeah, an amazing thing, networking. But in my own career, networking was really important for me. So as you saw from my brief introduction, I always like from the beginning, when I started university, I wanted to be in investment banking. I wanted to be an investment manager. But as I graduated, my first job wasn't in an investment bank. It was in an investment firm called RateSetter. It was a small startup. And while I was there, I met someone who gave me the understanding that to work in an investment bank is not the only opportunity, isn't just to be an investment manager. There are opportunities in things like operations, risk, compliance, and it broadened my understanding of what my opportunities were. And this is where I kind of diverted my interest and moved into more operational side. And as you can see, I love operations. It fit with me perfectly. I do operations at my current job and even at Bsynergetic. And if it wasn't for that one person just giving me that small bit of advice and reassuring me with their own life experiences, what they had gone through, I don't think I would have made that leap. And I think I could have made this decision in 5 to 10 years, but knowing that I was able to make it a lot earlier really helped me, and I think made a massive influence in what I'm doing currently.
And for myself, networking is really the core of what we do at Bsynergetic, right? So whilst I was at university, I was applying for training contracts. So it's like for those that aren't sort of in the legal side of things. So it's you go to university, you do your LPC, and then you do a training contract to become a solicitor. I was applying for these training contracts without much success. There's probably a whole bunch of reasons why that was. I also got underprepared, and I wasn't getting a lot of support outside of sort of university because they're not really helping me with the employability side of things. I was very lucky. I met someone it was a Weatherspoons over lunch, and it was just a casual conversation, and I think I was just sort of venting my frustrations with the application processes. That person later went on to really help me polish up my CV, help me to how to structure these questions I'm answering, how to carry myself, and so much more from the commercial awareness side of things. And through that support, I was able to get a training contract at Magic Circle Law Firm. That sort of led me on to think that how many other people are in that similar position as me, but didn't get lucky to meet that right person. And that's where sort of Bsynergetic came from. So for me, it really well and truly gave me that real foot into the industry that I wanted to get into. Yeah.
So we've clearly covered why it's important, but I'll briefly read out to you what we have there. So networking will help you develop and improve your skill set and stay on top of the latest trends in your industry and job market. Networking also helps you to advance your career and gives you access to more job opportunities. Expanding your contacts can open doors to new opportunities for businesses, career advancement, and personal growth.
So one of the beautiful things of university is you guys are probably first years and you're going to university. There's so many people from so many different walks of life that have had different life experiences, but you're now all in that one sort of melting pot, I guess. It's now up to you to find the common ground that you have. Someone that might have went to high school in a different country might have different experiences to someone that's grown up in London, right? And bringing all those experiences together can really give you that edge when you're making applications, when you're meeting new people. So university is definitely one of the best places for you to meet people from a very wide range of sort of.
Yeah. So how to network effectively. I think that one of the main things and what we've covered, and it's the only thing that's there, is to utilize all the social channels you have. And what we mean by that is you have your Instagrams, you have your Facebooks, and yes, people sometimes use them to network, but there's so many other platforms like Bsynergetic, like LinkedIn, but obscure ones like Twitter, Reddit. There's an abundance of information out there. And even though people may believe, not everyone's out there to help, if you go on Twitter and look into marketing, for example, I know there's gurus out there that will provide you free advice constantly. And it's just taking advantage of those social channels, especially with COVID around. It's not as easy as being able to go to talks or seminars. Yes, you do have the option of webinars, but taking advantage of the social medias that you already have, creating that profile and that image of yourself. And yeah, just reaching out to people. You'd be surprised at how many people will genuinely reply to you. Just send them a DM. Yes, possibly don't DM Ronaldo. He's not going to message you back, but there are other people who are, partners at PwC, barristers, solicitors, doctors. They're out there and they will genuinely help. And again, just to briefly bring this back to Bsynergetic, this is what we're trying to build. Create an environment where people who are willing to support students and graduates, bring them into one platform. They know, the purpose of those people is to help you, so you feel comfortable to reach out to them, give them a message, contact them, send them an email, and interact, and hopefully find your future mentor, peers, business partner, like friends, and even just a general career network.
And I think the two biggest sort of mistakes people make when networking is, firstly, the intention. Of course, everyone's looking out for number one, and they want to get somewhere, but don't just go into someone's email and be like, hey, do you have a job for me? It's more building that relationship. So it's not necessarily someone's going to be able to help you today or tomorrow. It's if you're able to build that relationship with people from different walks of lives. It could be 5 years down the line when you're like, oh yeah, this person I've built a relationship with over these last 5 years. Now you can put me in the right place. So it's don't overlook people that can't help you straight away or support you straight away. And it's two ways. Why is someone going to help you? That no, of course, people want to help and give back, but they want something back as well. So it definitely has to be two ways. See what you can offer, and yeah.
So how you can use Bsynergetic to network. So we call it Bsyn. It's a little nickname that we have. But yeah, there's many things that you can do. So on our online community, we have, again, like I said, the community aspect. So you can come on, it's exactly like any other social media. You can create posts, you can message people, you can find people. And there's, again, an abundance of different types of mentors on there. So we have people from industries like the finance industry, the banking industry, the lawyers, solicitors, doctors, engineers. So you can always find someone on there, interact with them. And the reason why these people are on there, it's not like another platform like LinkedIn where they can just kind of expand their own network. They're here to help you. You can contact them, message them, and there's groups on the platform. So one of the main groups that I really like is the AI group. I'm not absolutely versed in AI at all, but it's always interesting to see what people are coming up with, finding out, the new advances there, and, there's stuff out there for everyone, basically. And, taking advantage of the give and take approach. So I'm sure many people have had many, speakers and motivational speakers say, if you give, eventually you can, take. And it's not necessarily taking it, it's people be willing to give back. So if you go out there and provide help to students, so you're maybe a second year student, or even if you're a first year, helping someone out the year below, people will see that and see that you're willing to give back, even though you have nothing. They might be able to, give you something and, help you advance your career, provide you those opportunities that you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. The community aspect of it that Saad sort of briefly touched on. It's easy to sort of be like, hey, we need to find the partner or whoever's the highest up on that chain to help me. But sometimes just someone who's 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, they can help you more than anyone else, because they were there, they understand what it's like, and for them it's very recent, right? So like a recent graduate might be able to help you in graduate jobs applications better than a partner would, because for a partner they applied years and years ago, whereas for a recent graduate it was maybe only 6 months ago. So yeah, don't underestimate who out there can sort of support you, and it doesn't always have to be tangible. Just someone to sort of bounce ideas off of can be very useful as well.
100%. So just to cover off again, the Bsynergetic platform. So privacy, that's a big thing for us. So nowadays there's so much out there, so much information out there. I know very well when I was at university, I was giving my WhatsApp to some people. I was adding people on Facebook. I was, talking to people. I'm giving my Dropbox and trying to do everything in all these different places to do group work or even just assignments. With that, what we've hoped to do is you don't have to give anyone your personal emails, your personal numbers or your personal Facebook accounts if you don't want to. Everything can be done on the BSIM platform. You can create a private group. You can add those particular people that are part of your group project, for example, and everything can be done for there. You can share files, you can message each other, you can, use the resources, link back, find everything in one place. Your network, expand your network with peers. It's self-explanatory. We've been going on about it previously, but just what you're planning to do with your network and how you want to execute it. What you can do is on the Bsynergetic platform, you could go into our specific groups. So you can go into, like I mentioned, the AI Society. You can find out the finance societies. And these aren't societies for particular universities. They're like our mini communities that we've created on Bsynergetic. So they're based around interests, hobbies, and career goals. And hopefully what you can do is go in there, pop a message in, create a forum discussion, and a mentor or someone like that will get back in touch with you. And self-development, I think that's the main thing. I think nowadays, yes, you have YouTube and other access of information. You can just Google stuff. But I think finding the right piece of information in an easy place for what you're looking at for, it's just not as easy as Bsynergetic. You can go onto our resources and find as much information as you can. We have resources on a lot of finance industry jobs. So you can find every single job, what job does, what you need to do to get into there, and how we can help you. And currently, we're obviously constantly building our platform. We're hoping to implement stuff like where you go into that, it will recommend people that are from those industries after you've read that. So it's not just kind of leaving you at the end. It kind of gives you that support and pushes you towards someone that will definitely be able to help you. And again, it's not always subjects. So we have some people that are part of sports societies that want to kind of connect with other sports societies and create inter-uni tournaments. So we had a football tournament earlier this year, and what we're trying to do is scale that to a bigger audience and have all different societies. So volleyball society, football, cricket, whatever it is, be in sports or in any interest like chess, etc. Anime, it can all be found in one place, and you can connect with people that you may never have had the chance to meet before. So just to cover off some of the resources that we have. So obviously the job board. So it's a comprehensive job board that not only helps you after university, but even during. So you can find part-time jobs, internships, and vacation schemes. As a lot of you are, international students, we can help support you doing that. If there's any questions that you have, and I'm sure there will be hundreds and thousands, please don't hesitate. Sign up to the platform. Give me, Tanvir, we have our own profiles there. Give us a shout, or even just ask a question to the community. There'll be someone there who'll be more than willing to reach out and provide you with their skills and expertise.
And with the jobs as well, so, some of the jobs we have, for example, it's not just the jobs, right? It's take it back to the core, the network aspect. So what we do is once we've got a job on the platform, we try and have mentors that are either in that industry or in that field. And when you're trying to apply to those jobs, we'll connect you to those mentors. So you don't have to worry about, hey, I want to work for Amazon, but I don't know anyone who works at Amazon. We can make that introduction for you, and then it's up to you at what you do with that, whether you can sort of ponder it, or you can build that relationship with them. Even if you're not interested in that, after you find out more, you might not be interested in it anymore, but you can still sort of build on that.
And just the other two resources, briefly go over them, even though we already have. So we have free courses to help upskill you. All you need to do, sign up to a platform, join a course, complete it, and you get a free certificate for your CV. So it really helps. And obviously our free CV check as well. And just to round everything off, university is supposed to be the experience of a lifetime, both for education and the social aspects. Bsynergetic fills the gap on both sides. We want to be the gap where you want to connect with your friends and you just don't feel comfortable adding them on your personal socials yet. That's where you can interact with them. If you want to find people from different universities, that's where you can interact with them. If you want to find a mentor, that's where you can interact with them, and just everything can be done in one place. And the main thing It's all free. So I really hope you, really enjoyed this presentation today. If you have any questions, please do let us know. And if you don't feel comfortable, sign up to the platform. Let us know what you think. And if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. Our email address and our website is just up there.
Thanks so much for your time, guys.
Thank you very much, guys. Take care.